my name is Tanner Smith, 2022 Corteva Commercial Sales Summer Intern. I am down here in Greenville, Mississippi, currently behind me, the American flag, something I stand for and Corteva stands for, just like Pioneer, American, since 1926. I am currently a junior at the University of Arkansas, studying soil and water science. And this summer I've been under Darren Malone, the agronomy lead for the Mid-South. I have spent time going from the Boot Hill, Missouri, all the way to South Louisiana. Well, good occasion, people. It's been a great time, and now for this next part, I'd like for you to join me in the field and see where it happens. This summer, my project has been soybean tissue samples. You pull a soybean tissue sample solely to find out the nutrient levels inside the plant. What it really is going on inside there. Not by your consultant looking and tell you, not by you or by your farmer. You really want to know what the levels are and what's going on in there. And I pulled soybean tissue samples on all kinds of varieties in List, Extend, and Extend Flex at all different stages. R1, R3, and R5. R1 is when the soybean plant has just started flowering. R3 is when the soybean plant first develops pods. They're little bitty tiny. And R5 would be when the pods start getting seeds in them. So now I'm going to demonstrate how you would pull a soybean tissue sample for you. So what I have here is my handy dandy Waypoint analytical bag. This is what the soybean tissue samples go in, and then you send it off to the lab and get your results back. So now I'm going to walk you through going up to a plant and pulling one. So you're going to go find you a good plant that you need, about out in the middle of the field in your plot. Go up and down, and you're going to pull 25 to 30 of the most recent fully developed trifoliate. Not the stem, just the trifoliate. So here, I found me a plant right here. I'm going to find me the most fully developed recent trifoliate, pull it off, just the trifoliate right there. And a rule of thumb to remember is when you are pulling them, there might be newer trifoliates, but as long they have to be opened up, fully opened up, and they have to be about the size of your thumb for them to be truly fully developed trifoliates for new plants. And so you're going to take that, you're going to put it in the bag, and you're going to go up and down the whole plot, randomly, pulling from each side, so you get a good uniform soybean tissue sample. So right here beside me and behind me is our 48A14 Enlist soybean. This thing is just a freaking beast. And this is something I pulled a bunch of tissue samples on this summer throughout the Mid-South for different district field agronomists and sales agronomists. So now I kind of want to get into, like I said earlier, the nutrient levels. And this will be something you'd get back from the Waypoint lab. So it's going to come in two different forms, a chart or a table. And you're going to have your macronutrients, which are going to be kind of like your main nutrients, which that would be N, P, K, S, Ca, and Mg. And then you're going to have your micronutrients, which are kind of like your secondary nutrients. And that's going to be your Na, Fe, Mn, zinc, Cu, Br, and B. And they're going to come in different ranges, and there's going to be a little bit of color in there based on if it's sufficient, deficient. It's going to range from very high, high, sufficient, low, and deficient. And that's kind of how your results are going to be when you get them back from Waypoint. So here behind me now is all phytogen cotton, especially this 411, man. It's another one of those freaking beasts. But phytogen is another part of the company with Corteva that I've spent a lot of time with this summer. And kind of going back just through my summer, in the beginning was a lot of basic agronomy, which that's stuff that I'll use for the rest of my life. And that I really did enjoy that part. Doing things such as weed ID, learning how to stage all the crops, which that really stuck with me good. And then kind of throughout the middle of the summer when things were a little slow, I spent a lot of time in the truck, but that's also where I got a lot of good advice given to me from all kinds of employees that do every different thing. I also got to spend a week with crop protection, which was awesome for me. I learned a lot from them because I kind of have a little bit of background through my dad and that. But also, I came down here to the wonderful Enlist experience. I got to set it up, and now I'm about to enjoy taking it down. But it's been great being able to see the knowledge transfer and even having a part in being able to speak in it. So I'm very thankful, and it's been a wonderful summer, and I just want to say that Corteva really has shown me a lot.